Well, I mean, this is where we all come from. This is where we all call home. So, you know, the fact that throughout all of our lives and careers, the fact that we've had this amazing state behind us is a wonderful feeling. And then to be recognized by being inducted into this great state's Hall of Fame it's a great feeling. I'm so proud to be sitting here with these people and on this night, and it's just, it's a good night.
Like any good director, it's the team that brought you there, and I'm going to be also very grateful tonight to all of the people over the 13 years who have been supporting me as show production director. It's also a very special moment for me because Carrie Underwood and I have an earlier relationship from Northeastern State University and working with the downtown country, and that makes it extra special.
I never expected this. You know, I've had a lot of lucky moments playing music with really important people and important places, but this takes the cake.
Well, Rocky, I feel like you do, and being born and raised in Oklahoma, and this is the one that I am most proud of, and I've had a long and wonderful life, and this is just a very special night for me.
I think just working together with Downtown Country. I mean, he'd come in and talk to all of us about stage presence and all that good stuff, and just how to be the best that we could be individually. And yeah, it's a good couple of years. It seems like it was a million years ago when I talk about it, but I guess it wasn't that long ago. I think a big part of probably why everybody at this table seems like pretty nice people is because of where we come from. It's because of how we were raised and where we were raised. And, you know, I'm lucky I have some really wonderful people around me. And I think that's really important for anybody, any career that anybody's going to have. If they're going to excel at it, they need to have a good, strong support system behind them. Well, I've been lucky enough recently to start a foundation that has been designed to help my hometown, which is really important to me because it is where I spent, you know, my whole entire life up until just one day. I just wasn't there anymore. So, you know, my hometown means a lot to me. And like I said, this past year we've set up a foundation, and we started out by giving a lot of musical instruments to some very deserving children. And other than that, I mean, just, you know, giving money to my church, giving money to, you know, just different school projects and stuff like that, college and high school. I mean, it's really important to me to be able to give back to the reason that why I'm here. Well, this one I had a lot more time to do a lot more writing, and I feel like I'm a lot more comfortable in myself as a writer, and that just happens the more you do it, the easier it gets, I suppose. So I kind of branched out and wrote with a lot of people that I'd never even met before, people that weren't even necessarily involved in country music. So we'd take like me and a good friend of mine who I'd written with before, who's a staple in country music, and then kind of bring another element into it, which was a lot of fun. I mean, sometimes we'd get things that were like, oh my gosh, this is new and fresh and awesome, and sometimes it was like, ooh, what have we done, you know? So it was a really great learning experience, and recording the new album has just been a lot of fun. And Mark's great. He lets me do what I want, so I like that. Well, I've only been to, I guess, 3 Grammy shows. Well, yeah, I got to perform 3 times, so that was a big honor for me getting to perform. And you know, this past year, I was like, there's no way they're going to ask me to perform because I performed at the past 2 Grammys, and they asked me. So it was amazing, and being on stage with Orianthi was just. I mean, it was just girl power. It was awesome. Once again, I'm honored, and I'm with some really, really wonderful, talented Oklahomans, and it just makes me feel good to join a long line of talented musicians and artists from Oklahoma. I mean, we have it in spades. People constantly ask me, you know, what's in the water down there? Like, what's going on? All these people that have truly made their mark on music and changed music and shaped music, and it's just amazing to be a part of that.
Any thoughts on Ellen being a judge now?
I think it's great. She's an extremely positive person, and like, I mean, I don't have to say anything. I could just be like, I think it's a great idea and stop there. But having been on her show, she's one of my favorite shows to go be on. So she's gracious and she's nice. She's a good host. She talks to you, and you know, she knows her stuff. She doesn't just know I'm on her show. She like can name songs and stuff like that, and she's like, oh, I love this one, this one, this one. So she's just a really nice person. And I think since Paula's gone, I think they need a really nice person to encourage the people that are on there and not just, kind of rip them to shreds every week. So I think she's really important. I think she's gonna really do a great job. It depends on what it is that I get nervous. Something like this, I think I'm going to be really nervous tonight just because I know a lot of people in the audience. And more than anything, I want where I come from to be proud of me. And I'm not just talking about, the state of Oklahoma. Of course, I want everybody here to be proud of me and be like, yeah, she's from Oklahoma. But like my parents are in the audience, and I want to make them proud. And I have several other family members in the audience tonight, and I want them to be like, oh, that's my girl, So I'm definitely going to be nervous tonight. I look at my life every day in awe. I mean, just somebody who, I grew up in Chakota, Oklahoma. When you grow up in a small town, I guess you think your options are more limited for some reason, and I don't know why you get in that mindset, but everything that's happened has just truly been a gift from God. And I don't think anybody could look at my life and think that God did not just open all these doors for me and push me through them, even when I was reluctant. So I just look at my life and wonder, and I can't wait to see where I'm headed. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm doing next month, but I just wait in excitement and anticipation to find out. They, of course, were excited, and they were really proud, and a lot of my family members don't get to come see me all over the world, every place else. So it's so nice when I get to come home and I get to, play a show or come be at some event here, so they can all come and they can see me, people that I don't get to see often. I think right now in country music is a great time for a lot of different kinds of country music. You know what I mean? And I don't like putting everybody in categories, but I think definitely if you turn on the radio, you can find something you like. Whether you like things that are more kind of contemporary country, or you find more things that are traditional country, or more kind of rock influenced country. I think it's a wonderful time in country music, and a lot of people ask me, I don't know, I don't know. I'm not even gonna go there. Okay, that's it. Stop talking, Carrie.
What I see her evolving as a professional is kind of similar to what I watched as I grew up listening to the Beatles. Those performers that evolve and change as they are doing and interpreting their music and everything, they have a lot longer life and profession, and you're doing some very interesting things, and I'd have to say you're very eclectic in that what you're doing. Excellent.
I got a lot of practice writing in general, especially in college. In high school I wrote for the school paper. In college I wrote for the school paper, and I was always busy writing stories. So in my songwriting, I think just kind of getting the pen, I'm practiced and, words and things like that, which I'm not doing very good of a job of spitting them out, but I can write them down on paper a lot better than I can speak them. No, it definitely helped out, and another aspect of my career that it helps out in is like interviewing and things like that, and if I know kind of what somebody's trying to ask, I feel like I can better answer their question, and yeah, it's definitely helped out a lot.
What's been the biggest adjustment for you going from small town to fame?
I think keeping up has been the hardest. As you were saying, you do have to sacrifice for the things that you love, and nothing worth having is worth just, you got to work for what you want, and you got to be out there, and sometimes you have to not see your family and your friends. Fortunately, my family and friends are very understanding, but I think just keeping up and getting used to crazy schedules, and you never know how much work goes into the music business until you see it firsthand, and then you think, oh my gosh, I haven't had a day off this month. Like, it's been crazy. And sometimes that happens, and then other times you don't do anything for like 2 months, so I guess I should throw that under too. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and keeping up has been the most stressful and the most exciting part.
How do you